Hey there, Pokefans. Happy Sunday, and welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb through the ladder using a team that we built from scratch. So, October is almost done. We've only got 9 days left, and I've been reflecting a little bit of what I would like to do for the rest of the month and frankly the rest of the year. I think I'm going to continue doing all of the Pokemon content, but I do want to level up my content a little bit, which may or may not take me a little bit more time to edit the videos because I do work and do things outside of YouTube. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that you guys have a good video to watch almost 7 days a week. The idea is to post a video, so I will be recording a lot and then making changes to the team whenever I can in between videos. So if it means that I have to post every other day, then every other day you guys will have a new video. But if I can and I can get these things rolling pretty easily, then I will do that as well. For now, we're going to continue on with our 5 battles for today. I'm not going to do 6. But we'll do 5, and I'll see you guys at the end. Let's get it. All right, first match of the day is ready to go. Wow, this is a weird team. I will say. Okay, so we got Low Kicks, Illumise, Chi-Yu, Ursaluna, which is a Blood Moon, Empoleon, and Chien-Pao. Okay, well, Illumise is gonna be obviously doing like Tailwind, right? But we do have some Pokemon that do really well in like Trick Room as well, so it's gonna be really interesting. We'll come in with Tornadus, Garchomp, mostly physical attackers. I think 1, 2. I think Lokix makes number 3. We'll bring in Iron Hands. And I'll bring in Urshifu. I'll leave Urshifu in the back just so that we have an easier time dealing with the Pokemons in front of us. I don't know realistically what a lot of these people do. Low Kicks, I know for sure, will have tinted lens. I'm going to adjust the microphone, so I apologize in advance. So we have Empoleon and Ursaluna. All right. There we go. Okay, so for us, let's go ahead and do Bleak Wind Storm so that we could take advantage of something there, and then Stomping Tantrum, the Empoleon, maybe? This is a water type. It's also steel. Yeah, Stomping Tantrum on the Empoleon. Right now we outspeed both of them, so I don't really have to worry about doing Tailwind. Hit the Empoleon with Stomping Tantrum. Citrus Berry will activate on their side of the field. Bring it back up to yellow, so it's about 40%. Bleak Wind Storm does not get the KO, but it will do damage. Icy Wind, gonna damaging our Garchomp just a little bit. Hyper Voice does not get the KO, but gets really close, but the Throat Spray from the Ursaluna will proc. Okay. So Bleak Wind, and then we'll go right with the Stomping Tantrum again. So the thing that we can do, it's not the only thing, but it's the thing that I'm deciding to do. I could swap, but that Throat Spray now is going to cause more issues. With your Empoleon, hopefully they bring out a flying type. Chi-Yu, oh, that's terrible. This is gonna hurt Chi-Yu a lot. Lower down special defenses due to its Beads of Ruin. Vacuum Wave. Attack that always hits first. Okay. Okay. Bleak Wind. Does not KO the Ursaluna, but it will do damage. Okay, now we'll go ahead and bring out Urshifu. Okay, by this time, Tornadus has pretty much served his purpose. So we can do. Actually, do you think he would? You know what? Vacuum Wave's a finding type move, so we'll terrestrialize Tornadus, and then we're gonna Surging Strikes into the Chi-Yu. Because we're going to Tailwind. They're going to withdraw Chi-Yu, which is totally fine. To bring back out Empoleon. So I think they're trying to save their win condition, or just really try to test out the team and whether or not that it could survive a couple of moves. We're gonna do this so Vacuum Wave doesn't hit Tornadus, but Mind's Eye may still make it hit. I'm not sure. We'll see. Vacuum Wave, yep, does still. Okay. I mean, it was a good strat. If it wasn't Mind's Eye, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but we did get off Tailwind, which is his thing. Surgeon Strikes now goes into a Apollyon, which is going to knock him out. Hit 2 turns. Bring on Iron Hands. Man, Mind's Eye. Like, that one's the only one that trips me up all the time, because I think, oh, maybe because of this, it won't hurt this. No, it does. It just does. Can't avoid it. Won't try it. So we won't. Okay, so fake out the Chi and Pow so that I can Surging Strikes the Ursaluna. We're getting rid of the fact that he may want to what is it? Sucker Punch? Sucker Punch is slower speed than Fake Out. So the general hope that I have right now is so that it goes through without getting interrupted. Here comes the Terra. It's probably going to be the Chien-Pao. It is. And it's Ghost. Yep, Fake Out does nothing. Crap. Okay. I mean, we still take out the Ursaluna, but I was really hoping. I should have just hit Ursaluna. Surgeon Strike still goes before. So no Vacuum Wave. We take that Pokemon down, and here comes something from Chien-Pao. Ice Spinner right into Iron Hands. You deal with that. Chi-Yu comes out. Lower down the special defenses of all the Pokemon. Drain Punch on the Chi-Yu, and I'm just going to go right ahead and hit Chien-Pao with Surgeon Strikes, which Ice Shard does hit Iron Hands, does nothing. This is going to knock out Chien-Pao. Three attacks, takes down Chien-Pao. Focus Sash does not get to activate because I hit it once before. And Heat Wave. Burt Urshifu. And now I Drain Punch it right in the face. Gets the knockout. And we win the match. First dub of the video. Let's go. Alright, next match is up. We've got Rillaboom, Arcanine, which is Hisuian, Tyranitar, Como-O, Fluttermane, and Iron Bundle. Okay. I'm going to need to be able to outspeed both Iron Bundle and Fluttermane, so I'm going to bring in Tornadus. Garchomp, Urshifu. 1, 2. Don't really want to bring in Arcanine, but he might be the best one to bring in. Iron Hands. We'll leave Sinistcha and Arcanine in the back. We're doing this so that we can prevent certain knockouts. Yes, I do withstand Fluttermane's attacks a little bit more, but if it's like teamed up with Como-O, which I know will have a fighting type move, could one-shot my Hisuian Arcanine. Could, absolutely could, and which would make it really hard to withstand that kind of onslaught, but I also don't want to be on the other side of like Iron Bundle. So hopefully with the switch up and Iron Hands being inside the team, I'll be able to withstand a little bit more of those moves. But I just want to be able to outspeed not only Fluttermane, but Iron Bundle, if in fact that comes out. Arcanine and Fluttermane comes out first. Versus Tornadus and Garchomp. Okay, so for this attempt, I'm going to immediately need to transform Garchomp. One, I don't need to get burnt, and I also need to not get one shot by this Fluttermane, who right now may not be faster than me. So we're going to go ahead and Tailwind, Terra, Stomping Tantrum, the Arcanine. take out this Arcanine as soon as possible because he is ×4 weak against ground. Like Landorus kills him all the time, so this should one-shot him. Should being the keyword. We'll see. Withdrew the Arcanine, totally fine. Sent out the Rillaboom. Oh, well. My attacks do nothing. Ooh, the recording software is acting a little slow. There we go. Picked up on the frames. Hopefully it didn't drop too much. Tailwind. Stompy Tantrum. That's just like nothing. Dazzling Leap. Oop. Garchomp heals a little bit. Rillaboom heals a little bit. Bleak Wind is going to hit, and I'm going to swap out to Iron Hands. Because Stomping Tantrum isn't going to do a whole lot because of the Grassy Surge. It lowers down ground type moves by half. So even if I could knock out Rillaboom right now, I can't. Takes out half the damage. As much as I like Choice Scarf on Garchomp, I might be switching over to Life Orb just to get a little bit more damage out. But it's not bad. For the purposes of right now, it's not bad. We got Iron Hands so that we have a little bit more to work with. Bleak Wind Storm. Does a lot of damage to that Rillaboom. If I maybe would have attacked, I don't think it would have knocked him out, but I dropped the speed on both Pokemon on that side of the field. That nope. Moonblast into the Tornadus is going to knock him out, which is unfortunate. And ooh, I horsepower over to the Iron Hands. It's going to heal up just a little bit. So we do have Tailwind. Let's do that. Let's knock out this Fluttermane and we'll knock out this Rillaboom as well. Actually, we will do... oh, crap. Whatever. Why'd I do that? That's so stupid. Why'd I do that? Ugh. I was like, oh, we'll just attack it to the Fluttermane, knock it down, and then, you know, maybe hit the Rillaboom with something. It's like, oh, wait, no, I could U-turn and then fake out the Fluttermane. No, because it's not effective against Fake Out. Maybe if it was gonna Terra, that was cool. Grassy Glide goes right into the Urshifu, which is gonna knock him out because that is a priority move. Why didn't... Oh my god, I am such a scrub. Dazzling Gleam hits Iron Hands. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really low, though. I pretty much threw. I threw this. I absolutely threw this. Alright, Garchomp hits Fluttermane with the Iron Head, and I'm just going to go Drain Punch right to the Rillaboom. He's going to knock out Iron Hands. I don't think he's going to knock out Garchomp, but he's definitely going to knock out the Iron Hands. Iron Hands too low. Grassy Glide right into the Iron Hands. Does get the KO. Oh, shucks. Okay. Iron Head. Boop. Survives? Does not have enough to make the substitute. Survives with low HP. You've got to be kidding me. No, actually, that makes sense. Honestly. It does make sense. A lot of people are building Fluttermane's bulkier. So, but we're going to take out the Fluttermane finally. Finally. Should have been taken out months ago, but high horsepower. Boop. Rough Skin does hurt the Rillaboom. It does not get the KO though, but it does hurt him. All right, so the grassy field does go away. About time. Here comes the Arcanine. Attack drops. We're gonna hit the Rillaboom. Boop. Still not KO, Ranger. You got to be kidding me. -1. But still, Garchomp, come on, man. You should be able to, even at -1, you should be able to knock people out. Like, bro. That was completely my fault, though, not my Pokemon's fault. Like, I literally threw. God dang it. All right, next match is up. We've got Alolan Ninetales, Chandelure, Chien-Pao, Roaring Moon, Scizor, and Ogerpon. Okay, so here's the sitch. We can knock out a lot of these Pokemon right now, and we're going to. That is a full force of physical attackers except for Alolan Ninetales and Chandelure. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring in Tornadus and Garchomp to start, and then we will finish it up with Iron Hands. And I'm kind of digging the Arcanine angle, but I don't know if it's gonna be what we want to do. Probably not. Bug does take down Grass type. So Sinistcha is not going to come in here either, because if it's a Scizor, Bullet Punch is going to hurt a lot. And I believe that is a Bug type move. It could be Steel. I want to say Steel, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to bring in these four. Absolutely. I want to outspeed Roaring Moon and Ogerpon versus Garchomp and Tornadus. Booster energy activates on the Roaring Moon, activating its attack. Nope, speed. Speed was heightened. Let's go. Okay, so we're going to first activate Tailwind, and I'm going to go ahead and Dragon Claw. Actually, ooh, that's a good question. Rock Slide. Here comes the Terra on their side. It's on the Roaring Moon. Changing it to Flying. See what happens when we take like 2 seconds. And here comes the Follow Me. Oh, no Follow Me. Tailwind activates, so now we become faster. Rock Slide. Misses Roaring Moon, but hits the Ogerpon. Why did you miss the Roaring Moon's a huge target. Tailwind goes off on that side of the field. And Ogerpon and Flinch cannot move. Let's go. Leak Wind. And Rock Slide again. I'm not using my Terra in front of this Ogerpon, but if any of my Pokemon get knocked out, I am definitely going to be able to take advantage of this. So let's see what you do. What do you do? What would be my option here? Maybe retreat Ogerpon so it doesn't get knocked out here? Because Tornadus threatens it right now. I don't know if they put any defenses or any points into special defense, so it's going to be really, really hard. They already Terra'd, so there's no boost in their special defenses on Ogerpon's side. Roaring Moon will use Acrobatics. How are you faster than all of my Pokemon, including Garchomp? Rock Slide. Leak Wind. Shit hit both. There's the double KO. The Acrobatics did go into, I believe, Tornadus, and he just barely lived. But Ogerpon and Roaring Moon go down with the Rock Slide Leak Wind combo. So I know that he's naturally faster than Garchomp, and with the booster energy raising it up by 50%, and then again with the Tailwind, I pretty much have, well, no, maybe not. Maybe that's how I was able to not get it. It's because I knew that, yeah. Maybe because of that little bit of a boost was it. We're going to protect on the Tornadus. Terra Fire, Rock Slide. That way I don't get Will-O-Wisped here by the Chandelure, and he could do other moves too, but I do not want to get burnt, and I do not want to get auto-KO'd by Chien-Pao. This Ice Spinner into that slot was going to get really, really dreadful, but we're going to protect on the Tornadus and Rock Slide. Breaking the Sash on Chien-Pao, instantly KOing that Chandelure because it was a crit, I believe. The crit's coming in clutch. Sacred Sword goes right into Garchomp. That's not bad. Rough Skin hurts it just a little bit more. Bleak Wind, and I'm just going to Rock Slide again. This game's over. Match number 3 was a W. Let's go. All right, next match is up. We've got Salamence, Kingambit, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Ogerpon, and Iron Hands. So mostly special attackers here. No, I shouldn't say that. Maybe 2 special attackers, the rest are physical. I don't remember what Salamence is. I think he's physical. But it could just be like a Tailwind user, so it's more like a setup, but can withstand a couple more hits. We'll play it safe. We'll bring in Tornadus and Garchomp, because I think I do outspeed Salamence in that regard. Iron Hands, and again, I don't want to get stuck on the outside with Ogerpon, so I'm going to bring in Urshifu. Now, if in fact I have Tornadus out there and Urshifu, if I see Chi-Yu, I need to automatically assume that Ogerpon is going to be swapped out of that spot and come in, so no Surging Strikes if I see Chi-Yu. Without Ogerpon being knocked out, I need to assume that he's just going to swap in and just be like, surprise, and then I'm going to be like healing the Ogerpon. And then if Follow Me comes up, it's like, okay, well, there's that. Like, game over, pretty much. We do not want the game overs. No game overs, please. Okay, Salamence and Iron Hands. There's just Tornadus and Garchomp. Intimidate goes off by the Salamence. So I'm going to taunt the Salamence, and I'm going to retreat to my own Iron Hands. I'm assuming Fake Out's going to come in, and they're probably going to gesture it over to Tornadus, and which is fine, or they could just go for the Wild Charge and completely, gas me up. But I have to assume that they're going to Fake Out Garchomp and maybe do something with your Salamence, so my taunt target goes away. Brings in Chi-Yu. So hoping to lower down the damage that I would have taken. There's the Fake Out, so I did assume correctly. Taunt comes in, does not affect the Chi-Yu. Bring back in Garchomp, and I'm going to Drain Punch the Chi-Yu. They're probably going to swap to something else, but I'm taking out the Tornadus so that I do not get hit with Wild Charge that may come out. Here comes the Terra. Chi-Yu. In fact, for the Chi-Yu, Fire. Ghost. Drain Punch does nothing. Good call. I'm being read like a book. Not good. Overheat. Over to the Iron Hands. Does not get the KO. Does do a lot of damage, though. Drain Punch does get the KO, though. That will get the KO. We'll bring back Tornadus. We won't reveal our fourth just yet. But I'm going to go ahead and Stomping Tantrum the Iron Hands. And I'm going to Bleak Windstorm that side of the field. This is their way of... You could have retreated the Iron Hands and maybe got the same result, because Salamence now comes back out, which is flying. Intimidate does come in and does lower my attack 1 stage. you withdraw the Iron Hands as well to bring out Ogerpon. Ooh, terrible decision. Stompy Tantrum. I think you're in range. Almost. Almost. Stomping Tantrum and Bleak Wind. Here we go. Knock out the Ogerpon. Spiky Shield would have been useful there. Almost. And Bleak Wind Storm takes down the Salamence. And we're not under Tailwind, I believe. I believe. I could be wrong, but that's what I am assuming. Iron Hands comes out. And here comes Chi. Now for this, because of Wild Charge, I am going to Terra my Tornadoes. Actually, we'll swap to Urshifu because Ogerpon's no longer here. Terra, Bleak Wind. His Fake Out may come from that Iron Hands. And Overheat may come out as well, and I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. Now, if Fake Out does come out, it is going to hit the Urshifu, which is going to be very unfortunate. Or it could go into the Tornadus slot. Tornadus is very, very strong. I like having very offensive Pokemon. Fake Out goes into the Urshifu, so I did call that correctly. Here comes the Bleak Wind Storm, though. Does a little bit of damage to both Pokemon. And drops the speed in the Iron Hands. Urshifu does avoid the Heat Wave, and Tornadus goes down. I wonder if that's Spect. That's a lot of damage, and that was an off-typing thing. If I had to guess, that is Spect cheap. Surgeon Strikes the Chi-Yu and Stomping Tantrum the Iron Hands. Stomping Tantrum. Boop. Does not get the KO. Gets really, really close though. Chi-Yu does Heat Wave. Does very little damage to both my Pokemon. Surgeon Strikes right into that Chi-Yu is going to knock it out. Now, Iron Hands. Which one do you hit? If you hit the Garchomp, you've guessed correctly. If you hit the Urshifu, you didn't guess correctly. Drain Punch into the Urshifu, did not guess correctly. I'm only saying he didn't guess correctly because if he would have knocked out the Garchomp, he would have survived the next couple of hits from Urshifu. Stompy Tantrum. Boop. Just only because of the fact that Garchomp is scarfed. He can't go into anything else, and I'm using a super effective move. And Urshifu couldn't. So that's the whole thing. All right, our next match is up and ready to go. We've got Rillaboom, Iron Bundle, Arcanine, Fluttermane, Kuma-Oh, and Tyranitar. Okay, so let's see. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so if I wanted to knock out this Pokemon, or at least this set, I could figure out a way to be able to do that. Let's go ahead and bring in Tornadus. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do our set that we've been kind of bringing in so far. So the Garchomp, Iron Hands, Tornadus. Do we need to swap out? I mean, T-Tar would be really, really terrible to swap out too. So we'll bring in Urshifu. Again, I don't want to get stuck on the other side of like Iron Bundle or Fluttermane for a lot of different Pokemon, but I do have natural defenses to Fluttermane already. Not necessarily the Iron Bundle, but I do have defenses against the other two. So we'll see. I can't read any of those. Okay, it's Rillaboom and Iron Bundle versus Tornadus and Garchomp. Grassy Surge comes up on that side of the field. Now I do have to worry about Fake Out first and foremost. And the Quark Drive is activated on that little guy over there. Okay. So, what should we do? Fake Out's probably going to hit. But I need to get Tailwind off so that I outspeed Iron Bundle. So we'll Terra, Tailwind, swap to Iron Hands, and kind of make him sweat a little bit. Terra to go so that I don't get one-shotted by Freeze Dry and or anything else. So I lose my Terra advantage, but if it saves Tornadus, I'm okay with it for the most part. Tailwind goes off. Icy Wind. Good speed control. Wood Hammer. Just right into that Iron Hands does a lot of damage, but I will survive. And everyone begins to heal. Everyone except for the Iron Bundle. Bleak Wind, and I'm going to then Fake Out the Rillaboom. I'm assuming that Iron Bundle's gonna Terra here to be Ghost, so that Drain Punch won't work, Fake Out won't work, and it could be anything else, but I'm instantly assuming that those two are gonna be it. Withdraws instead to bring out someone I can't read. Come on, oh. And they're gonna Terra Rillaboom. And what are you becoming? You're already grass. Why double into that slot? Are you gonna try to like 2 times Grassy Glad or something? Fake Out goes right into that Rillaboom slot, so no Grassy Glad for you. Bleak Wind Storm knocks down the Rillaboom and drops the speed of the Kommo-o. And because he just swapped in this turn, he can't do anything. Tornadus gets to heal for free. Leftovers on the Kommo-o. Okay, gotcha. I can't read that. Fluttermane. Bleak Wind, and I'm just gonna Heavy Slam into that slot. Hoping for the best. Kommo is gonna protect. Good. Good call. Bleak Wind Storm does not hit the protect. Will it hit the Fluttermane though? Will hit the Fluttermane. That's a decent amount of damage. Drops the speed 1 stage. Dazzling Gleam. Does knock out the Iron Hands. Does not KO the Tornadus though. Just barely holds on. Just barely holds on. That's my Tailwind. Tailwind's looking good. Okay. Send out Garchomp now. Oh, is my Tailwind. One more turn. Bleak Wind, hopefully it hits. And we're going to go ahead and hit the Fluttermane with Iron Head. Goes first. Boop. And Bleak Wind, single target, will knock down the Kommo-o. It is now just the Iron Bundle in the back, which no longer has this 309 speed. Instead, only have this 206. So now we'll go ahead and protect. No. Bleak Wind, and I'm going to swap to Urshifu immediately. Immediately. Okay. You did not disconnect me at the final act of the game. You did not just do that. Please tell me they rage quit. Don't tell me I did it. I'm going to be so mad. Okay, it was them. I was going to be so upset. It's like, are you serious right now? Bro. All right, and our final match of the day, because I forgot that I was only recording 5 and not 6. So here's your bonus match. We've got Tornadus, Fluttermane, Ogerpon, Rillaboom, Chien-Pao, and Dragonite. So we will have to kind of weaken them if we possibly can, as much as possible. So we do need to be able to outspeed, so we're going to bring in our own Tornadus, and we're going to, I think, start off the fight with Iron Hands to maybe put Tornadus like underneath the microscope immediately, and then we're going to bring in the Arcanine. Oops. Delay there, just so that we can kind of switch them in and get that minus stats as much as possible. And then to deal with the Fluttermane though, I mean, we could bring in Garchomp. Garchomp does seem like the best option. We could also bring in Chien-Pao, or not Chien-Pao, but Urshifu to be able to deal with that as well. Actually, I'm going to take out Arcanine, and yeah, God, yeah, do I? Yeah, we'll bring in our 4. I'm getting stuck sitting with my 4 combo. I mean, they're good. They're excellent. They're fantastic. I'm just worried about the wrong Pokemon at the wrong time. But I think this setup is what I'm going to be able to work out with. Chien-Pao versus Dragonite versus Iron Hands and Tornadus on my side of the field. The crappy thing is that immediately puts Tornadus into a rare spot. So we're going to Terra, and I'm going to Bleak Wind so that we could just get it right off the bat. I'm going to Fake Out. Actually, no, I'm not, because that's not how this works. That's Inner Focus. Inner Focus is huge right now on the ladder. Like, if you check the Pokemon Home app, it is 100% or like 60% Inner Focus. Very, very rare is it anything else. Swap out Dragonite for Fluttermane to then Terra Chien-Pao to be Ghost. Yep. So my Drain Punch isn't going to do anything. But you also prevented my Fake Out into that slot because it's probably something different. But I'm also going to Terra, and I'm going to tear up my Tornadus so that I don't get Icicle Crash to death. Because otherwise, there's nothing really much to do. But you did predict my Drain Punch going into Chien-Pao. So a very, very useful turn. Icicle Crash goes into Tornadus, just barely survives. Bleak Wind Storm hits both. Chien-Pao goes down to yellow. Fluttermane speed drops 1 stage, and Drain Punch does nothing because it just wanted to look pretty. That's all. I'm gonna Tailwind immediately now, just because I need to. And I'm gonna wild Heavy Slam, not wild. Wow. Chien-Pao will Sucker Punch, does nothing to the Tornadus because I decide to Tailwind instead, because Tailwind is better. Because I need to set up for the people in the back. Heavy Slam right into the Fluttermane, gets it right out of here. Get out. That -1 speed made you slower than Iron Hands. I want that trainer to think about that and be like, bro. In comes Dragonite again. Okay. So now I'm going to protect on Tornadus. And I'm going to Wild Charge the Chien-Pao. What you going to do? Protect on the Tornadus. I don't want you to see what's in the back unless you have to. Sucker Punch again to the Tornadus, but it fails. Bro Chacho, you have another Pokemon on the side of the field that you're ignoring on purpose. Why? Chien-Pao goes down from the Wild Charge, and Dragonite just kind of sitting there looking pretty. The recoil damage is so minuscule. Stomping Tantrum goes right into the Iron Hands. It does quite a bit of damage, I won't lie. That's quite a bit. And they bring out the Ogerpon. Ogerpon hits the field with its Molt Breaker, so it can hit anyone that says that it can't. So like Flash Fire does not work on Ogerpon. Well, we're gonna do this instead. I'm gonna Drain Punch, Blake Windstorm, that side of the field. It does hit. Ogerpon gets down to the red. Dragonite does get hit for very little. Speed drops on the Ogerpon. Guess what? Drain Punch. Boop. Bop. And I heal for a little bit more. The Stomping Tantrum could go into that slot, and if it does, it definitely knocks out my Iron Hands, and then they kind of get screwed. Stomping Tantrum. Boop. You completely ignored that Pokemon until just now. Tornadus is still on the field since turn 1 and will remain on the field afterwards. Because here comes my man Garchomp. Oh my gosh. Bleak Windstorm and then Dragon Claw for the game. Battle's canceled. Oh my Jesus. How many games? Like, we did 6 games. How many ones was that? Did I go 5-1 today? I threw 1 match, I think. I shouldn't say I threw. Like, I just blanked. I completely blanked. Okay, guys. 65 matches in. We are 35 wins, 30 losses. We are currently at 7,785. I think we went 5-1 today. Let me check my stuff here. We did. We went 5-1. That's dope. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, 5-1, guys. We did it. That's great. Amazing. Love that for us. Last couple of days, we've just been kind of getting stomped on. But today, we are doing really well. Why is it like I'm not feeling 100% today? My body is sore. I am sleepy as all get out. And how is it that I can play much better under these conditions than any other condition? I have no idea. Except for that first match. Let's not talk about that match or second match, whichever one happened in. We don't want to talk about those. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of today's video, guys. I want to thank you guys once more for watching, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you dislike it, dislike it. It just lets me know what you guys like and dislike, and you can always leave a comment down below. I do reply to any and all comments that you guys leave behind, and if you guys don't want to leave it there, which I hope that you do, you can also join the Discord. That's in the description down below. And you can also follow my other socials and, you know, all that other stuff that's in there. A lot of people don't really pay attention to it, but if you want to keep in contact, down there is the best way to do that. And if you're a returning viewer or just like what you see, hit the subscribe button, and you can always help out the channel grow even more by setting the notifications on the left or the right of the subscribe button. I think it's on the right. Anyway, there's a bell. Click that, hit all, and it'll let you know when I release content. I do plan on releasing content a lot. I just want to try to elevate my content a little bit, so that way it's not just the same old bland stuff that you guys are probably used to seeing. And it's not like I like creating that, like the bland stuff. I just don't want to get set up in the system. And I always want to do something different to challenge myself first and foremost as a video editor than to just do nothing at all. So with that all being said, I'm going to go back to bed after editing this video because it's supposed to be out today. So after that, I'm going to go back to bed and rest, relax, do stuff that's not walking around, sleeping mostly. But have a good day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, peace.